Good afternoon, everybody. I don't know if some of you saw my post, but yesterday I chose to cancel my Weight Watcher membership and to join the program Healthi, Helthi, and it's formerly I Track Bites. So I wanted to do a video to let you know about the app. I did a lot of playing around with it yesterday. It's very similar to the Weight Watcher app. It might not be just as robust, but it has a lot of the same features. And what I like about it is you can choose between plans that kind of align with Weight Watcher plans like the green, the blue, and the purple. And so I'm going to go ahead and do this video. Just want to let you know that we all have to make our own decision about whether we want to stay with Weight Watchers or not. I chose not to because right now, the only thing I'm getting from Weight Watchers that I feel, because I will not do the national Zoom meetings. I don't have meetings here in Arizona where I can attend. They're too far away. And I'm not at Lifetime, so I'm paying $14.95 a month. And it, for me, it's a money savings on top of it because when I talked to them, I said, okay, when I'm at Lifetime, how do I do my weigh-ins and stuff? And they said, well, you'd have to go to a meeting. Well, I'm not going to drive 90 miles to save $14.95. I would spend more in gas. And so here's the savings that I find for me. Now, some of you will have more savings if there's not a meeting in your area, whatever you choose to do. Just remember, this is about what you need. So you do what works for you. This is what I have chosen for it to work for me. Does it mean that, I still don't understand Weight Watchers plan and all that? Oh, no. And we can all support each other on this journey. As you know, most of my stuff is based on the mindset and habits and sorry about that, um, changing our healthy lifestyle so that we can be the healthiest we can be, right? So for me, this major money savings for me is even if I make it to Lifetime, and I really think this is my personal opinion, but I think after 2024, I know that they've extended all the Lifetime members to 2024. You don't need to weigh in. I think after that, they're going to stop it because they're not making money. And all the decisions that they're making is about money right now and not the members, not the leaders, not, the receptionists. It's not about that. It's about the bottom line. And I feel them getting the drug company on, buying the drug company, going the drug route, closing all the a lot of studios. That's the part of Weight Watchers that means the most to me, right? And has meant the most for me. I don't agree with where they're going. I just don't, it doesn't match with my ideals. So that's just my personal thing. We all have to make our own choices. Anyway, if I were to stay at Weight Watchers, just paying for the app basically, because that's what I'd be doing, it's $14.95 a month for me because I'm Lifetime, not at Goal, $179.40 a year. The Healthi app is $60 a year. However, right now, and I'm just wondering if they did it because of all the things with Weight Watchers. They have a special right now for $30 a year, right? Not a month, a year. That's a savings for me of $119 a year if it was $60 or almost $120 and $149 at 30, right? So that was part of the main reasons I chose to go to Healthi. So yesterday I spent pretty much the whole day playing with the app, putting in recipes, going on Connect, their Connect, right? Their community. It's very much like Connect. You can't post videos in there, but you can post pictures. Um, I noticed that a lot of Weight Watcher members have joined within this last week, a lot. And they were posting, I'm new here. I was a Weight Watcher leader for 28 years. I lost my job and, I'm here now, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I thought it was very interesting. And for the price, for what we get, I think it's a great tool. So, like I said, it's pretty similar to the Weight Watcher app. And what I wanted to do is, I'm not very good at the slides, that most of you guys know when you come to my Zoom meetings. I usually have issues with them, but hopefully it'll be a little smoother today. Wanted to talk about the plans that they have in the Healthi app. When you're looking up the Healthi, and you can see up here at the top is it's HEALTHI plans. And the icon, and I'll put it below here. I'll show you what the app looks like in the App Store. It's a white icon with little pluses on it. So there are 6 different plans that they have. One is carb conscious, one is conquering cravings, one is sugar smart. That happens to be the one that I'm going to be on, and I'll tell you why I chose that one. Better balance, calorie command, and keeping keto. Personally, I don't think keto is a very safe way to lose weight, to, eliminate some food groups, but, there's some people that like keto. So here are the difference between the plans. So I found this somewheres in my journeys. It's actually been a while since I found this. Oh, I don't want that slide. Wait a minute. See, here we go with my, okay, stop share. Okay. Oh, let me see if it'll let me bring this one up. Hopefully you guys can see this, right? Oh, you know what? I'm going to stop it and bring it up because I'm afraid it might not have changed it. Okay. So these are the Healthi plans, or the Healthi plans. It used to be called iTrack Bites. And here are how they kind of stack up to the Weight Watcher plans. The Better Balance, it looks like it must have come out 2017 to 2019, is the Weight Watcher Freestyle plan. And it can be used with the blue and purple plants. What I found interesting here is they do have, and I'll be showing you this in a later slide, but they do have a 0 bites section. However, like yesterday, I was putting a recipe in. It had Rotel tomatoes with chilies, which I know is 0 points. It had points. So when I add, you can toggle on the item in the app, you can toggle, and I'll show you this later, to show it as a 0 bites. So that's what I did. I changed it to 0 bites. So that was some things that I noticed, that it might not have all the 0 point foods in there. The Sugar Smart is the plan that I chose to go on. And this one is more like the green plan. I love the green plan. I did so much better on the green plan. And so I'm really happy to be able to have this choice, right? This choice to go back there. One thing I did notice when I was just kind of playing with the app is that for alcohol sugars, they are not calculated like they are in the Weight Watcher app. So I don't know if you remember when Weight Watcher came out with, the sugar alcohols, the points went up for a lot of alcohol drinks. Well, now they'll probably go down a point or so because they're not counting those sugar alcohols. Carb conscious. This was the Points Plus program. Conquer cravings It's more like the turnaround or the momentum program, right? And then the calorie command, it's not applicable to Weight Watcher because it's basically based on calorie inputs. So that's kind of how they break down. So you have to figure out what will work for you and what you would like to do if you choose to do Healthi. Okay, so the next one, let me see. Let me just look at, I got a few notes here. I didn't do a lot. So, like I said, the tracker is pretty similar to the Weight Watcher tracker. Let me pull it up here, the screen. I wish I knew how to, uh, you know, hook my phone to it so I could like flip around on the phone, but I don't know how to do that. I'm not that tech savvy yet. But anyway, this is the tracker. And this is what I have so far for today. You can't see the top because unfortunately, I didn't do the top. I wanted you to see more down to the bottom on this one. But as you can tell here, I made a recipe and I'll show you how to do that or where you can do that. And it was the same points as it is in the Weight Watchers app. Um, they have a barcode scanner up here. This little microphone, you can type in there, like, say you have chicken, rice, blah, 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 and it will give you the points for all the things you tell it to do there. It will track your activity and you can sync your Fitbit. I did not check on other devices, but I would think that it probably would do that. But I don't know for sure. I'd have to check that out. Let me see if it will other fitness trackers. Let me write myself a note. Um, so you can track your weight every day if you want. Today was my weigh-in day, so I tracked in today. You can add notes. I do like this portion of it as it, it doesn't, uh, Weight Watchers doesn't have that. And like yesterday, I had a hungry day. And so I wrote in there, hungry day, or, like if you're having something, an emotional day or something like that, you could write down what's going on. This one here with progress, it will show you your weight loss progress. And you can see here my Fitbit steps from this morning. But it does have breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, just like the Weight Watcher app. And at the top, and let me see if I've got one with the top. I don't know if I do or not, the way I took the picture here. Let me see if I've got a screen thing here. I probably don't, but at the top, it will give you your points for the day and how much is remaining. Let me pull it up and I'll just tell you. It'll have your activity earned points. Let me see if I can, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but you're not going to be, oh, there we go. If I turn it sideways, you can see here, you get your activity points, you get your dailies, and what's left is in the center there. I got 12 left because I haven't tracked my lunch. And then it has your weeklies. What I like is with the green plan, I had more weeklies and I also had more dailies. There are not as many 0 point foods. My popcorn now counts again. And that's probably not a bad thing for me because I can overdo it with that. But I do like that portion of it. Um, I'm looking forward to, you know, kind of finding out more about the app. So I'm going to bring back the tracker again. I don't know why this one behind it is stop share. Okay, let me go here. I didn't stop sharing that one. It was hanging out there. Okay. So down at the bottom, um, you got your tracker. That's usually what it comes up with. It's got your meal plans. And that's like like if you like they got pre-done meal plans, like a week, a day, or whatever. There's different meal plans there. This one is where you click the plus is how you add your foods in. Of course, recipes. They have a lot of recipes in there. And then they have community. Um, and I'm sure that the community, I noticed on some boards there wasn't a lot of activity, but I bet you with all the Weight Watcher people that are very connect oriented, that's going to change with this app. Okay, let me see here. Um, you can make foods favorites. So let me see if I can pull this one up. Okay. I don't know why this one keeps on coming up behind there. Oh well. Okay. So uh, you can do favorites. And here you can see that I put bananas as these are my favorites, right? And these ones with the green check are 0 points. Now, I will tell you when I pulled up pineapple chunks unsweetened, of course, I'm not doing that. You see, it's 0 points, but I can toggle in my app to show that as a 0 bites because I drain it. Okay, the next screen. Um, Calculated foods. It also has a calculator, just like Weight Watchers. Um, it has a um, scanner. If you know, say uh, it doesn't, you can't find anything, in the app on that food. You can. There's a calculator that you can add it in. Um, I don't have any in here yet with my foods that I created, but I'm sure there's going to come a time that I will. Right? Here we go. Um, I thought it was interesting. They also have a function where you can download your data. Now, of course, this has only got 1 day, but uh, it's got all the data that I put in. So, if you wanted to, this is an option where you could download the week or whatever, or month or whatever. I just thought that was kind of interesting because then you could go back and see, what you've done or make graphs or whatever. And you know how I am about liking data. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Um, like I said, I want to make sure. Oh, here's favorites. Okay, I wanted to show you favorites because I was just talking about that. Oh, no, I already did that one. Never mind. Stop share. Okay. Let's see here. I did that one. Okay, plans. Here's the community. And here's where there were a bunch of groups. And so you could join different groups. And you can see I joined a help one. This one here, I think is going to be very good. I think there's like a coach. I forget what her name is, something diva. And in this group here, it is just information about certain aspects of the app. So I think that's going to be a very helpful one. And then they had a whole gob of them. And I noticed that some of them were not very active. However, I think that might change, like I said. I'm not much into Connect personally, but I know a lot of people are. I did do a lot yesterday because there were so many people coming over from Weight Watchers. So this one is when you go into the food, you can put filters. So say you're looking for a recipe, you could do dietary filters like these, like vegan, pescatarian, ketogenic, paleo, whole 30, right? And then it also has a filter for allergies. So it won't pick up those recipes. Let's see here. That might have you might have allergies to. And I don't, oh, here it is. Here's the allergies filter. So here are the allergies they have here. So dairy-free, gluten-free, peanut-free, shellfish-free, soy-free. So you could put those filters on there and then it will bring up recipes for you to try. Uh, I thought that was kind of cool. Okay. Um, Let me find out. Let's see here. Here's this one. Let me share this one. Okay. So one thing that I noticed, and maybe I haven't found it yet. Let me look at something though. This morning when I was looking at this, I noticed it. Okay. Uh, let's see here. Oh yeah, I could create a food. Okay. So what I did is in Weight Watchers, you can create a meal. So like you track the food and you say you want to create a meal. It doesn't really have that function. And so what I did was I created a recipe. And you see up here where the star is, that's where how you make things your favorite, a food, a recipe, whatever. So I created a meal. I mean, a recipe, and you could take a picture of it if you want and add the picture here. I didn't, but you could. And you can click on the meal that you usually have it on and then put all the things in there and get the bites and then save it as a favorite. And then when you have it, you can just go to your favorites, do a search for it if you have a bunch of them, and just track it. I also found out last night that you can share. See the share thing here? You can share with other people your recipe. However, what I did discover um, last night, somebody had shared a recipe on one of the groups. I go, oh, perfect. This will give me an opportunity because on Weight Watchers, I share the recipes with my husband so that when he's following the program, he can track it. So I wanted to be able to have that functionality. And so it does have that. But I noticed when I saved the lady's recipe to mine, I could not edit it. So say what she has, I might want to change something. Maybe, it has olives. I don't care for olives. I want to take olives out. I wouldn't be able to do that. So I've decided that if I want a recipe that somebody shared, I'll probably do my own recipe for it so that I have the ability to edit it if I need to in the future. Right. So that was one thing I noticed there. Let's see here. Oh, healthy checks. So I kind of like this. It kind of was reminiscent of the old Weight Watchers when we used to have the paper trackers and also the 12-week trackers. You could track your water here. You could track your fruits and veggies, your dairy, your lean protein, your oil, your whole grain, and multivitamins. So I thought that was kind of cool. And that also comes out on the data sheet that I was showing you if you download the data. Oh, let's see here. Let's see what else I have here. Okay. Let's see. I'm trying to look here. Okay. All right. So this one, okay. When you have the app and you want to you're at the tracker. Let me go out of here. So go back. And you push, I know you guys aren't going to see this, but down at the bottom, you see this plus there. When you hit that plus, this is the screen that comes up. Uh, in your settings, and I didn't do a lot on settings, you guys. I'll be honest with you, I forgot to do it. However, if you guys want it, let me know down below and I can maybe do a little video on how to set things up. I'll talk about it a little bit, but it picks up your activity from your tracker, or you can add it just like at Weight Watchers. Maybe your tracker is not working that day and you can add that in. It will calculate the points activity points. And I think they're not the activity points of this last program. It's when we had the green. And so they're higher, just so you know that. You can use your activity points, or you can, in your profile, you can say you don't want to use them, just like the old Weight Watcher program. This is a food one. You click on that one, you type in what you're looking for, see if you can find it. One thing that I noticed with this one was I was trying to look up Velveeta slices, and the way they had it in there was cheese product, blah, 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 right? It wasn't even something I would have thought to put in there. So I actually did the points on it, and then I said, you know what? I'm going to scan it. And so I scanned it, and then it came up. So, things like that, you kind of have to know what you're looking for, and you'll see a bunch of entries for one thing. So you kind of have to look at them. Like I like to do measure in grams a lot of times. And so some of them didn't have that. Maybe they were a package or whatever. And so, you're going to have to play with that a little bit. Here's a scanner. Of course, they have the calculator if there is, if there's no food in here for that item you want. You can track your weight here. Here are the bites items. You can write a note here. This is that voice option I told you that you could say, I've got chicken and rice and tomatoes I'm having for dinner, and it'll give you the points, and then you could put how much, all that. Okay. Let me see if I've got any more here to share. And then I'll talk a little bit about the profile okay. So, here's the 0 bites list that I was just talking about. So when you click on that, see, you can do this in My Food. You can go there, and everything that you've put in, it'll be there, which I showed you. I don't have any. And then right here where you see the R, that's where your recipes are. But all the 0 bites food will have a check mark. Just beware that some some items are not calculating as 0 points. So they do have a toggle for you. I should have done a screen share on that but it is a toggle, and it's pretty right there. You can see it, and you could just say 0 bite food, and it'll take the points out for it. Okay, so let me see if I have any more here before I go into the profile. I'm just going to talk about, here it is. So this morning I weighed in, and thankfully I lost a pound. And it came up, how much I've lost and how much, my weight is, and then gave me a little congratulations. They do have a little chart, when you do go into your weight, you can see where your weight has gone. Over the week or months, weeks, however you want to look at it, filter it. So when you're signing up for the app and you're setting up your profile, they do have a maintenance. Have been asked this morning by Bev. Thank you, Bev. They do have a maintenance function. The profile, I don't think you guys are going to see this, but it's up at the top. That's my picture. If you click on that, and then you'll see the gear right here. You click on the gear. You can update your profile. You can put a little something in there, like I put XWW, find joy in the journey. You can have a username. You can put that in. You can put your height and your birth date in there if you want to. And I don't know. Let's see here. Okay. And then you put your weight loss plan. And I don't think you guys are going to see this very well. Anyway, you put your loss plan. Like I said, all the plans I told you about, I'm Sugar Smart. You put your activity level, if it's light, moderate, heavy, whatever it is. Okay. You put your fitness goal. This is the place where you put if you want to lose weight or you want to maintain. That's where you would change it. You put your goal weight, you put your starting weight, and on the manual allowance, I clicked manual allowance, and I also clicked, let's see here. You can get reminders. You could get reminders for your meals. You can get, I guess to track, I guess. Um, you could, you can get a reminder on your weigh-in day as well, which that's the only one I did on that one. And then let's see here. You can, on your extra allowance, you could put, if you were doing your activity, if you were going to use your activity points, you could do that first or weekly first. And then on activity allowance, you could have it do not use daily or weekly. And I'm not sure what the weekly is. Maybe one of these times I'll try that out. But I put do not use. And your secondary metric could be calories if you want it. If you wanted to look at the calories, I just put none. And let's see here. I turned smart. There's a thing for smart search. I turned it off because I was reading somewhere it might not give you everything. It might not include everything. So I opted not to do that. And then the CCPA opt out. I think that's with other companies. So I opt out of that. Let's see here. You're able to do this Fitbit. Let me disconnect mine and see if there's it looks like it's only Fitbit, but I'm not sure. Yeah. It looks like it might only be Fitbit that they do. Where they sync. Because I undid it and that's the only one that's showing up is Fitbit. So that might be, a thing for you, but you could also manually put in your steps. Manually put in, I'm sure you could probably put in your steps. I haven't looked at that, but you could manually put your activity in. Let me look and see real quick. Sorry, you guys. Learning a lot here, let me tell you. Let me see if they got a steps. No, they do not have a step, but you could put your activity in there. So that's all I have for today, you guys. Like I said, I am still here for you guys, Weight Watchers or not. I've done Weight Watchers for so many years. I do have a lot of knowledge about the plan and all that. We have to look at what's going to work for us. Like I said, don't change because I changed or whatever. You have to think about what's going to work for you. And just know that I'm here for you on your journey. Please, please, please do not let all these changes of Weight Watchers have you turn to food. Please do not get upset and eat. Do not let the news of where they're going have power over your choices. You are in control, and we're all here to support each other and find support wherever we can if Weight Watchers is not giving that to us, right? So I'm always here for you all. And if you're interested in joining the Zoom focus meeting, please message me with your email address and I will add you. I do a deeper delve, you guys. It's not, maybe not for you, maybe it is, but I really feel that if we don't do the inside work, we're not going to be successful on this journey. And I am all about mindset, changing habits, positive attitude, all that. So if you're interested in that, please, let me know. And I hope that this video was informative. It gave you some food for thought and, make the decisions that work for you, right? Make those decisions that work for you. Some of us will still have meetings, some of us don't. And so we have to find what's going to work for us. Like I said, I know that the national meetings are not going to work for me. It's just something I know. I I I've been seeing Weight Watchers go away from the mindset, and that has made me very sad. And so that's another reason why I started the Zoom focus meetings during the pandemic because we didn't have meetings. And I continue them because, first of all, I need the support. I don't have it where I'm living in Arizona. And secondly, they were kind of getting away from habit making and mindset and the things that I feel are important, right? So let's go out there. Let's make all those healthy choices for ourselves that make sense for us. Like a lot of people say, you do you, right? You do what works for you. So thank you all for being members in my group. Thank you for supporting me on this journey. I appreciate each and every one of you. And I'm ready for a new adventure. I'm looking at this as a new adventure. I'm looking at this as a fresh start, a new beginning with a different app, right? And I'm hoping that that will continue to motivate me, kind of like a new member, right? I'm having to relearn a different app. And it's kind of like I'm walking in the doors at Weight Watchers for the first time and having to learn some new things. And so that's just kind of exciting to me too. So have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. I'll see some of you on Monday. I do always record my meetings and I will post them in my Alice's Journey to Wonderland. If you can't make the meeting, at least you can, see the video. If you're interested in getting the recap and the materials I send out, please message me so that I can put you on the email list because since I kept on getting put in Facebook jail, I am limiting the things that I post, the content I post in my group, so I don't get blocked completely. So thank you again for your support. Love you all. Have a great day and a wonderful weekend. Bye.